Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. We are out here. We're in nature. How to talk to anyone. How to connect with anyone on a plane, in the rain, the next door neighbor you've never spoken to since... No, you just never spoken to them. The cat down the road, right? People at work. Right, what's going on? Breathing in that good-ass prana, baby. We ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? Okay, I received a few questions. No, lots of questions. No, tons of questions about connection, right? How do we talk to someone who we pass by every single day and we're just about to open our mouth and we say, shut it. Oh, shut it. Right. I got a question from someone who said this. They would love to connect with people, but they are shy. They have a lot of social anxiety. So there are two ends of the spectrum, because another person wrote in saying that they just don't find people that interesting. Can I get a hello there? At least you're honest. Since it's a 7-day vegan challenge, start like this. If you see someone, when you see someone, say this. Let's avocado. Then go into your back pocket and then say, avocado? Can I get a hello there? Do you want some of my avocado? Right? Food is a great way to meet people. Goodness gracious, it's so underrated, right? And this is full of lutein. It's a 7-day vegan challenge, baby, right? That's what you got to say to people, right? You're going to start seeing people better. It's going to improve your cardiovascular system so you can move your butt to them and they could move their butt to you, right? But you don't want to do that. Let me share with you what's helped me along my journey connect and talk with anyone, right? A lot of us don't realize the only thing preventing us from talking to anybody, anyone, is our beliefs, right? It's because you say, you're different than me. Separation is the greatest cause for social isolation, right? So a lot of us, we don't actually realize how we block ourselves from other people. Ever seen someone just with their earphones on and they're saying, gosh, nobody's talking to me. Can I get a hello there? Right? So you got to ask yourself, are you accessible to people? Are you in the right environment where people can come up to you and say, let's avocado, right? Or are you got your earphones on? Are you at work where people are chit-chatting, but it's all based around small talk? You see, what helped me along my journey, I don't have any time for small talk. But you see, small talk is not small talk. It's just about the area of interest, right? Many times people can't connect with other people because, once again, you have silenced yourself because you are in the wrong environment. Slow motion. Ever gone out with a group of friends and everyone's talking and you're just like, what am I doing here? Can I get a hello there? You got lessons to learn, baby. Right? You got to start realizing environment is everything when it comes to talking to anyone. You got to ask yourself, do I have the full range of expression where I am right now? right? Because sometimes you go to work and you can't say certain things because your boss is right behind you. But what happens if you work for yourself? Can I get a hello there? The scenario. Let's just say you meet someone and you really, 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 really want to talk to them, right? I'm staring at you. Yeah, you've been doing that for the last 10 minutes now. Okay? You've been staring at that person, and that's why the anxiety is even worse. Is building up. The volcano is about to erupt. Right? Stop staring at me. That is how to connect with anyone. Can I get a hello there? Analysis is paralysis, right? If you are looking at someone for too long without saying anything, they're going to think you're a weirdo. Not only that, you are also going to think they're a weirdo because you're going to start seeing their flaws. If you look at someone longer than 5 minutes, they will appear to be a monster. They will appear to be more scarier than they actually are. So, 10 seconds, right? I have the 10-second rule where you just have 10 seconds to go and introduce yourself to someone. Could be a random stranger, the cat down the road, 10 seconds, right? We can do 5 seconds or even 1 second. It's as soon as you get the impulse, the intuition to open your big fat mouth and say, can I get a hello there? You will feel fantastic, right? But you see, the magic can only happen when you act upon it. Slow motion. The magic can only happen when you act upon it. When you stop analyzing people and you start feeling people, you start opening up to people, right? Many times, what happens if you are actually in a conversation and you are losing interest, right? Because that's really where a lot of social anxiety emanates from, right? Look at it like this. Oh, you're falling asleep, right? Let's face it, it's a boring conversation. So why are you allowing yourself to stay there? Right? To have the confidence to talk to anyone, you got to start asking yourself, do I want to talk to you? Can I get a hello there? You see, a lot of us, we don't have a lot of confidence in talking to different people because for the majority of the day, we are in environments where we have to talk to people we wouldn't even want to spend a Saturday evening with. But we got to do the job, right? So that actually lowers our self-esteem. But what happens if you start connecting with kindred spirits out of your own volition, out of your own free choice, out of your own action, not because you're being forced to do it? What happens to the other spectrum, to people who think sometimes they're too good for people, right? They don't give people a chance, the time of day. What helped me along my journey was realizing that, hey, you don't want to look down on people, right? That's why a lot of people sometimes think they're too good. And sometimes people think they're not good enough. Because once again, they have a hierarchical structure within their minds. They say, I'm way up here, about here. You're way down there, about here, right? It's a trap, right? You got to start realizing everybody takes a dump every day. Some people maybe not, but they should get on the 7-day vegan challenge. Can I get a hello there? Eat those chia seeds. Eat those chia seeds, right? So when you begin to lose hierarchy, you begin to have more confidence to talk to anybody, a random stranger. What helped me along my journey was setting challenges to talk to people And I would be blown away because my prejudice of who I thought they were was totally wrong, right? I thought, okay, this person is like this. And then they started doing backflips all of a sudden, right? They started doing cartwheels and then started ice skating off. And I was like, what? Because assumptions make bad conclusions. To talk to anyone, you got to start not filling in the blank, right? You got to start not creating an imaginary background story for that person. That's why you don't want to speak to them, because you think you know who they are. You think you know everything, and that's why there's nothing to say, right? So you got to realize that you know nothing. Can I get a hello there? The amount of times I've spoken to someone with a clear mind, and I'm like, wow, that's magical, because I'm not putting in filler for them. Now, you see, it's not just about speaking. We've got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. You got to learn how to listen. Can I get a hello there? Right? You got to learn how to listen. Period. Point blank, straight up. Because you see, a lot of us, we get very nervous in interactions because we never listen to what the other person is saying. We are so concerned about what we want to say that we forget what they're saying, and therefore the conversation becomes incredibly stale. You see, the interval where you can have a pause in a conversation, that will help build your confidence and give you more charm to talk to anyone. Right? But you don't want to do that because we get so nervous that we just talk. Check this out. Right? Let's just say you meet someone, maybe in a valley or in a meadow, or maybe in the Alps, right? Okay. What happens? You meet a really hot woman, right? Or a really hot guy, or just an average guy and an average woman, right? Or ugly guy and an ugly woman. Okay, you get my drift, right? And then you're really interested in them. And guess what? You can't wait to tell them everything about yourself, right? Where you work, what you ate for breakfast, what color are your socks? No, really, what color are your socks, right? Where you work. Right, where you work, how educated you are, that you went to Yale and Harvard, right? And you are so focused on setting a good impression, you look like a complete asshole. Can I get a hello there? But more so, you miss the fundamental point that to connect with someone, you got to be grounded in the here and now. Which means you gotta let the conversation flow without you going back to the past or transcending to the future. Which means you gotta focus on the conversation, on what is taking place right now. So I can see some wind blowing. Oh, I see that person over there with a red cap on. It's a beautiful day. I see a sunrise. Oh, nice shirt. Oh, and now you create focus amongst each other. Because if you are just yapping about something that happened 5 years ago, ain't nobody got time for that. Can I get a hello there? Save that for marriage, right? So once again, look at it like this. We never attract what we want. We always attract what we know we are worthy of. And that's what's helped me along my journey. I never place anybody on a pedestal. I used to, though. I used to say, gosh, she's way out of my league. The cat down the road told me that no, she isn't. Actually, she's just like you. She's just a human being. You might say, oh, he's way out of my league. He's a 10. She's a 10. You're only a 5. So once you remove all the numbers of the hierarchical structure, now you free yourself, right? But you don't want to do that. When you stop comparing yourself, when you stop seeing yourself as a victim, as people having more superior power to you, you start realizing everybody takes a dump in the morning. Can I get a hello there? Because of that, you realize, what have I got to lose? In 200 years, everybody is going to be wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, out of here. That means, who cares, right? Who cares, right? What have you got to lose? Except maybe a future partner, someone that will scratch your back at night, do your hair for you, go to Whole Foods with you, right? Massage you. Yeah, lots of pampering, right? You're going to miss out on a lot if you let anxiety hold you back. Never allow your comfort zone to become your secret prison. But a lot of us do. It's safe. And look at it like this. If you're taking one step at a time, right? One step at a time. Don't blame yourself because you're not talking to certain people. You're not supposed to talk to everybody, right? Unless you're a saint. That's a different story. But it's okay. You don't want to beat yourself over the head with a teddy bear because you're not talking and connecting with people. You start connecting with people when you start reconnecting with yourself. Can I get a hello there? That way you find the right community. That's what I do every single day. I connect with lots of mermaids, lots of great scuba divers, dolphins, lots of sharks as well. But sharks are friendly, right? We ride them and they take us right out into the ocean of infinite waters. Can I get a hello there? Nobody's as scary as you think, right? A lot of people they're just as afraid as you. So once again, find the strength within yourself. Take a deep breath before you talk to someone. Don't make an ass of yourself. So do this. Hi. And then you'll be fine. Have a beautiful day. We're out here in nature, baby. Infinite waters. Diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace.